Hello, friends and family. I'll sit with you one last time in 2023. Cheers. There it is. There it is. There's that morning glory. Well, folks, just like yesterday, I'm just going to kind of let my thoughts flow. Maybe they'll flow, maybe they won't. Just got up, slept in a little later. To me, if I don't get up by 9, that's getting up later. I just got up in the last half hour. My ears this morning are medium. Usually in the morning, it's like right away you can tell what's the level. Low, medium, high. Last Thursday was excruciating. I just recently watched a video by an artist. I forget her name already, but she was experimenting. I like the idea. She was making music with the most unusual pieces of equipment that she could find, or the people were sending stuff to her apparently. Very interesting. But as she was talking about working with this one device, she was sharing how it really helped to mask her tinnitus. And it just made me think how unfortunate it is that this affliction is so common among people, and especially people who rely on their ears for what they do, like me. So right now it's not unbearable. Some days are unbearable. I'll say it now. Happy New Year. It psychologically it is important to have these markers to try and do these resets and have these special days like holidays, etc. It is a chance to try to, okay, here we go. Let's start again. It's another year. Even though it's just more, we're just continuing. It's just another day. I don't make New Year's aspirations anymore. Do I have any hopes for next year? I think I'll be real honest. I just hope to live as long as I can. So I hope I live through 2024. Is there anything left in life that I really want to do that's special that I haven't done? If you really get down to brass tacks, it's a lot of stuff. But ultimately, because of my trajectory and my way of seeing things, I'm just happy, number one, to be alive. I'm happy to not be homeless. I'm happy to not be in debt. I'm happy to be at a good place with people in my life. I do not have active enemies that I am engaged with. I don't have any enemies. If someone is calling me an enemy, I don't know that and don't need to, because I'm not thinking that. So as long as I can do this, I'm happy. You know, um, the most selfish wish that I have that I'll share is I wish that I could draw more attention to my music somehow. That'd be my biggest wish on a physical level. All of this is good this morning. Mm. Keep collecting records. Stay in touch with my family and friends. I'll share that. I'd like to see my family next year, but I don't want to go to California. I'll be honest about that. I want to see them, but I don't want to travel. And I don't even want to go to California. No desire to go there at all, frankly, anymore, except to see them. So we'll see how that plays out. And thankfully, Floyd went home yesterday. So glad that he did. At 88 years old, many people are dying before then, but Floyd just keep kicking, bro. The picture of him at home, once he got home, my sister sent me a picture, and he looks good. Matter of fact, he looks better than he's looked in a while. Like I said, we won't reveal their personal business, but once they got to doing tests and stuff on him, they found some stuff that both of them didn't know about, and got it taken care of. He's looking good. I see, Sean, that you have requested to be a friend on Facebook. I'll add you when I can. I have a waiting list of over 100 people asking to be my friend. Every now and then I go through the waiting list because it's just ongoing, and weed out some of the requests that seem just like I can't see any reason. I'll add you when I can, but I have a waiting list. Thank you, though. So a little bit about music. Yesterday I went down to Homer's because in the update, the last three or four updates, well, no, they're not consistent. I'm always real happy when I see something in the Homer's Instagram used album drop. When I see something I like, I love it. So they had one yesterday, and they had one when I woke up this morning. Well, actually, I saw it before I went to bed. Before they closed, they had one more drop, and an album minute that I'm glad to say I wrote to them and said, "Can I get that held?" And I wake up this morning. They said, "Yeah, it's held for you." But this other one that I saw in the drop before that, I just got in the car and went down. I figured to myself, I am aware now of one of the other collectors in town, well, two of them, who are after stuff like me. And so I just said, I'm just going down, if it's there, it's there. I could call, but I'm just going to go because it was that exciting. Neuroniums, their first album, Quasar 2C361. I don't see enough of stuff like this. Isn't that just the best album cover? And sure enough, later in the day through Facebook, I heard through one of the other Omaha collectors, he says, "Well, when I saw that in the update, I knew that you would be getting that." In the updates, a lot of the cool stuff that they show, I'm glad I already have it. So when they show stuff like this that I don't have, it's like, let me get my ass down there and see if I can get that. I've missed out a few times. The Spanish Tangerine Dream is how I put it. They're in the Tangerine Dream Helden territory. Definitely Tangerine Dream inspired. Another one for my Harvest label collection. It's in beautiful shape. I've played both sides. It's lovely, but it's also dated. This was made in 1977. So it's a period piece. It's just the kind of thing that I love to find. If you see this, Dereck picture, I was checking out your weekend theme on Psychedelic Situation in the Facebook groups. And his theme for this weekend was great. What are your best finds of the year? Wow, what a post. I mean, the people in the group just kind of blew my mind. People found some amazing old psychedelic records last year, originals. The kind of thing that I never see here in Omaha. I mean, rarely. And I'm not the type of person who travels looking for records. So that's an advantage to the people like Dereck Fisher, who does. He travels looking for records. I found a super rare Pink Floyd promo single in Sioux Falls. And I know that's how you can find that stuff. You have to get out there and dig. So, a little jealousy, but it was really kind of fitting that right in time for the theme of his posts, I found this. And this is definitely a find of the year. Big score. Okay, let me show some more records. I thought about going live today, but really what is going to happen on Facebook at 1:23, that's 1:23:23, my nerdy genius friend Aaron Gum, who is glow in the darks, you know, he lost his partner this year. He is doing an online special about glow in the dark starting at 1:23 p.m. Central Standard Time today on his Facebook page. I'll leave a link. I participated, I made a video and sent it in as part of the end of the year's celebration. So I'll post a link to that. What I'm saying is I was thinking for a second, maybe I'll go live today for a while. We'll see, I might, okay? Because I have no New Year's Eve plans. I don't intend to go anywhere except to maybe, you know, get some snacks. That food that was given to me for Christmas, oh my God, that baked chicken and the cornbread. See, there's so many different ways of making cornbread, and you don't want to make cornbread that tastes like a cake. You don't want it to be that sweet like a cake. It's nice when there's some sweetness, but it's getting that corn flavor and texture just right. And this last cornbread pie they gave me was just amazing, just amazing. So yeah, I'm just ripping. I'm just whatever pops up in my head. So a few records to show, because someone asked about my Ableton progress. I keep thinking another thing I'll do is hook up my old camera for a post and play what I'm working on, because the old camera has good fidelity. This one does not, so you can't really hear very well what's going on. So that's one thing I keep thinking I'll do is share what I'm working on. It's not like there's a quantum leap in change in how I'm composing. It still sounds like me, but I'm really enjoying learning how to use Ableton. Okay, some records. So I'll start here. Everett, if you happen to see this, when I haven't played this in forever, but do you remember when we were maybe 15 at the oldest, probably only 14, when we I don't even know how we figured out how to do this, but you, me, and Doug and Reggie went up to the radio station, the Black Run FM station, KOWH, and got a tour. You know, Papa Gator, the soul regulator, I think was on staff that day. And they gave us records at the end of the tour. I still have this one from that. This is from that tour. I still have it, Everett. Andrew Lay, Magician. There's the proof. There's my name. 3 spots. I was a poor kid. It's like I hardly had any records. These records were in the ringware. You could see they were like talismans to me. Is that the right word? And this is the Old Sire label. I love this album. The last song on it is a big long jam, kind of like, well, we only have so much music, so we'll do a jam to fill the album up. And it's a weak jam. It is. It's okay, but it just goes on for 9 minutes, too long. But overall, I love this album, and it's a nostalgic trip as well as one that I really like it. And Delay was in Matthew's Southern Comfort, and he's played with other folks. There's people like, excuse me, people from like people from Spooky Tooth are on here. Yeah, Mike Lay and Gary Wright from Spooky Tooth are on here. Members of Blossom Toes are also on here. Okay, Brian Godding, rest in peace, is on here, and he does a couple of kind of typical boogie things, but it's the songs that are Get Myself Together is the one. Yeah, Get Myself Together is the one I really like. And then Wendy Baker Street. That's the quiet one that's really cool on here. Love that cover too. And again, you can see with the tape. This is one of the older pieces of vinyl is still in my collection. Oh, so yeah, when I bought the Neuronium yesterday, this had been sitting, has been in the used section for weeks now. It would keep catching my eye because I have some singles by this artist, I Start Counting, that goes back to the 80s. And it reminds me there was this radio show that got blown up here from the South. I forget the guy's name, but he was really into post-punk and playing stuff that was a bit off the beaten path. And I heard this on the radio, My Translucent Hands, on that show. It caught my attention because it was really, really kind of unusual. So, long story short, a long time ago, I found the single My Translucent Hands. It's in the collection. But this was sitting mini LP, and I was thinking to myself, I have the song that I really like by this. But the price was right. This was like $6.99. So yesterday when I bought the Neuronium, and there was nothing else that I could spot in the store, new or used, that was interesting. So I said, okay, let me go ahead and get this. It'll be a fun spin at the very least. Well, it is a fun spin, and almost all the tracks on here are good. A bit dated, but I was surprised to find that this is the limited edition version. There was no marking on the outside to let me know that this was the clear vinyl. Translucent is what they call it. Translucent vinyl. So that was a fun addition. Unexpected yesterday. I do love shopping. I ran into Les Greer. Les is from Lincoln. He had Lefty's Records for 10 years, and he sold it. Good friend. I love him. It was really good to see him. That brings up age, too, because his dad just turned 100, and David Natz is Les's... Okay, David Natz mode sound. I'm going to be on the record. David Natz's wife is Les's niece. So there's all these connections. Wonderful. So David played for Les's dad's 100th birthday recently. Les is a great guy. Good coffee. John Stevens, drummer, great drummer, free bop. This is wonderful. Gordon Beck on piano, Paul Rutherford, trombone, Jeff Klein on bass, John Corbett on trumpet. Wonderful live recording. Wonderful. That's it. So we're at the 20-minute mark. I'll say it again. Happy New Year. Let me know how you're doing, folks. Depending on how I feel, I might jump on here later today and be on here live, just for the heck of it. We'll see. Happy New Year.